Yeah.
I'm Francesco Antolini. I am principal designer in Avalanche Studios. We are the creator of the Just Cause series, and we are all excited to present Just Cause 3 finally.
My name is Omar Shakir. I am the content producer on Just Cause 3. So, since the events of Just Cause 2, Rico is returning to his homeland of Medici, where he grew up. Sort of a reverential storytelling for the narrative. Enrico's back in his homeland, meeting people that he's known when since he was a kid, and some new characters that have joined his his family, I guess you could call him. And that's where we are now. There's a brutal dictator has been installed in Medici, and Rico's now tasked with doing what he does best, which is removing him from power.
I would say yes, in a sense. The size of the map, if we consider only its area, is I think exactly the same as Just Cause 2. However, it's twice as high, so we've worked a lot more into the vertical traversal, which is one of the signature of Rico's mechanics. And the density of content, intended by content, the occasion, the opportunities for gameplay, it's really increased from Just Cause 2. Furthermore, if we want to say everything, we're also employing a new technology for our terrain. So whereas Just Cause 2 was height map based, meaning that you can just vary height on a single plane, in Just Cause 3 our artist can sculpt the terrain as if it was clay, which means overhangs, tunnels, caves, and all this kind of stuff. Let me talk about my favorite pillars of this game, the vertical combat and the creative destruction, okay? So when it comes to vertical combat, what does it mean? It means that we want a player to be comfortable in fighting with all his arsenal, guns, grappling hook, plenty of explosive, without his feet on the ground, okay? We had already the parachute from Just Cause 2. We spent a great deal of effort in making the parachute also a stable platform for combat, and on top of that we added the wingsuit, so that you have also a tool for a fast traversal long distances. Thus Rico has now a trinity of devices he can use for his vertical traversal, a grappling hook, wingsuit, and parachute, and can use and he can lay waste and destruction in each one of these states with a certain ease, I would say. Second thing, creative destruction. So this is basically the heart of our game, if you want. It's a tool to let players be creative and crazy with all the different way that they can blow shit up, because I mean, I'm not going here to be to fake things. That's the main thing that you do in the game, okay? You don't have princesses to save and things like that, but you have a lot of things to blow up.
We've wrecked a power station, bowling balls.
Yeah, I think you've seen that, and there are 10,000 different ways to do that, and most of this way play with physics. Okay, our physics engine is quite powerful. And another of our goals was have the grappling hook at this point not being just a tool for traversal and combat, but let's make it so that you can use it also for this creative destruction kind of thing. And we got there by implementing a new mechanic that we call the retract. So whereas in Just Cause 2 you could tether two objects together and then do things, there is a new thing that you can do in Just Cause 3 that you couldn't in Just Cause 2. You tether two objects together, and at the tap of a button the two objects smash against each other, okay? Now, coupled to this, the fact that we have increased the number of grappling wires that you can active in the world. In this moment, in the last build that we have, we can tether we can use up to 6 grappling hook at the same time, grappling wires at the same time, and you can begin to imagine what kind of destructive setup you can build and then execute upon.
So we've added several new challenges to Just Cause 3. We have a challenge called Crash the Bomb, which is exactly like it sounds, Crash the Bomb. We have a variety of street races, some pretty treacherous wingsuit courses, a challenge that's tentatively called Scrapyard Scramble right now, which plays a lot with, as Francesco was mentioning, physics, where Rico has to gather this sort of special resource, this material, and of course that all leads to an epic explosion, because that's just what we do. And a lot of this all exists asynchronously in a multiplayer sense, meaning if I play these challenges and say you may be at work, I'll complete the challenge with a certain score in a certain time. You'll actually see that score on a leaderboard and be able to compete against me, and then we'll be able to compete in that asynchronous sense. There's also a ghosting feature component there, where I can actually see how you got your score, or you can see how I got my score, or I can compete against myself and try to better my score via the ghost. So yeah, that's just a little bit of what we've added as far as challenges go to Just Cause 3.
An orgy of explosions.
I'm gonna go with blow shit up, because that's
That's what we like to hear.
That's pretty much. Yeah.